And let's preview that Dolphins versus Buccaneers game. I am Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Day. Football is back. First preseason game fast approaching as the Dolphins are in Tampa Bay, getting ready to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, one of the best teams in the National Football League. A lot of exciting storylines emerging from those joint practices. So we're going to give you what to watch for here in that game. Let's get into our first storyline. That is maybe the starters not playing. And that's not a surprise because it is the preseason. We normally see starters kind of sit out the preseason. We heard today from camp that Tua Tagovailoa might not play. Here is what Cameron Wolfe said of NFL Network. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel indicates he's leaning toward Tua Tagovailoa not playing in preseason opener Saturday versus the Bucs after liking what he's seen over the last couple practices. No final decision yet, though McDaniel also indicated he expects Tua to play in the preseason. Now, do you want Tua to play? Type P for play or type B for bench? I think a lot of us want him to play, but there's also a lot of us that, want him to not get hurt and just sit on the bench and get healthy, stay healthy for the regular season. Go down, let me know. Do you want Tua to play on Saturday night? Skylar Thompson will definitely play. We know this, and he is my number 2 storyline in terms of what to watch for because he has looked great throughout the entire offseason program, OTAs, minicamp, and training camp. And when you're looking at this QB depth chart, if Tua cannot go, Teddy will be the first quarterback in the game. Skylar Thompson will probably play the entire second half, and I'm really excited to watch Sky, who was a 7th-round pick by the Dolphins in the last draft. He's looked great in training camp. He lit it up on Thursday in the joint practice with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So there's a lot of people really high on this guy going in to the Dolphins' first preseason game. A lot of people also high on Erik Ezukanma, the 4th-round pick out of Texas Tech, has looked fantastic throughout the training camp sessions that we have been seeing. He has really looked like probably the 3rd most impressive wide receiver, only behind Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. This is what wide receivers coach Wes Welker said. We knew he was going to be kind of a project, really raw, really green at this point, but you really start to see him come on. He's starting to pick up the offense and what it's like to be a pro and all those different things. He's done everything we've asked and then some. We're very happy with Erik and the progress he's making early in camp here. Eazy-E is going to go off on Saturday night. He is going to have a ridiculous game, maybe even multiple touchdowns. I really believe that his coming out party is going to be on Saturday night in the Dolphins' first preseason game. Will Erik Ezukanma catch a touchdown pass on Saturday? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comments section. Go down, chime in, type Y for yes or type N for no. I'm typing Y for yes when it comes to getting this t-shirt combo. You can do it at chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. Both of these t-shirts on sale right now. Don't know how long they're going to be on sale, so we brought them back for you this week because preseason football is back. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. Go down and buy that t-shirt combo. That link going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Dolphins running backs, another thing to look out for because this is a loaded running back room. Who is going to stand out in the preseason? Who's going to emerge as the RB1 on this team? Because any one of those first 3 guys could emerge as the first-string running back on this team. Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, Raheem Mostert, all new to this Dolphins team. All of them expected to play on Saturday night. I'm excited to see what these guys can do. You have a lot of versatility when talking about all 3 of those backs. And we will be live for the Bucs game. Watch party starts at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday night. Be sure to subscribe to our Dolphins channel. Turn on your notifications because when we go live, you'll get a notification. It's going to be the best place to watch that game on Saturday. You're invited for our Dolphins watch party. We're going to be having watch parties for every single Miami Dolphins game this year. No Igbinoghene is something else to watch for because he's been bad. He's been really bad in the training camp sessions. He was bad in the joint practices, so he's got to step up, and he has to show some improvement, or he could be in trouble. And I don't really see him getting cut because there's nearly a $5 million dead cap hit if you cut him. So I don't really see that happening. But when you look at Trill and you look at Cater Cohoun, some of those younger guys that have just looked so much better, he might get cut if he doesn't play well. So the preseason is very important for the former first-round pick, Noah Igbinoghene. It's also important for Kyle Trask, and I'm actually pretty excited to watch this guy. I know some of our subscribers here on Dolphins Today are also Florida Gator fans, or maybe not so much if you're a Miami Hurricane fan, but obviously a lot of Gator fans in the Sunshine State. He's expected to play a lot on Saturday versus Miami. Tom Brady's not going to play as a third-string quarterback, so we're going to be able to see Kyle Trask and Skylar Thompson go at it. And when you talk about Trask, you're talking about a former Heisman finalist. This is what he did his senior season at Florida. 43 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. You have a 68.9% completion percentage, over 4,200 yards. He was stellar at Florida. And a lot of people think this guy can be the heir apparent to Tom Brady if he plays well. Who's going to have the better game? Is it going to be Skylar Thompson, type ST, or is it going to be Kyle Trask, type KT? Down in the comment section. Go down, chime in. Next thing to watch for is the offensive line. We are going to learn a lot about the offensive line in this first preseason game, how good, how legit this offensive line is, because there's a lot of players that do not have experience at their current positions, 3 to be exact. Austin Jackson, one of those guys, but he's looked good at practice. The last 2 days looked very good in those joint practices. His 23rd birthday was Thursday, so happy birthday to Austin Jackson. We're rooting for you, AJ. We certainly hope that you start to show some improvement. He has looked much, much better throughout training camp. Go down in the comments section. Wish Austin Jackson a happy birthday. Type HBD down in the comments, HBD, to celebrate Austin Jackson's 23rd birthday. Travis Wingfield said this about AJ. Austin Jackson says his confidence is at an all-time high and credits the coaching staff. Says that he's always had a good work ethic, but he's learned this year how to be more deliberate with his work. And like I said earlier, we're going to learn a lot about this offensive line. You have Eichenberg at left guard. You have Connor Williams at center. You have Austin Jackson at right tackle. So we're going to learn a lot about this offensive line this preseason, how good this offensive line can be. And I hope that we see the starters play a lot tonight. Here is that depth chart. You have Armstead as the left tackle, Eichenberg as the left guard, Williams at center, Robert Hunt at right guard, and then at right tackle is Austin Jackson protecting Tua's blind side. And even though Tua might not play, we still want him to be protected throughout the season. So we're going to see if Austin Jackson can be that guy. Connor Williams is snapping issues. We've seen those snapping issues be pretty freaking bad in training camp. It's going to be fascinating to see if it's also a problem throughout the preseason games. Let's break down again what to watch for. So we're going to see some starters not play tonight. That's just a given. It's the preseason. I would like Tua, though, to get some reps. Skylar Thompson's going to get a lot of reps. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Erik Ezukanma might catch a couple touchdown passes from Skylar Thompson tonight. And then the Dolphins running backs. I understand it's the preseason, but it's going to give these guys an opportunity who can separate themselves and become RB1 on this football team, because you have a couple guys vying for that spot. Noah Igbinoghene has to step up. He cannot be torched tonight like he was in the 2 joint practices. He cannot be letting undrafted free agent wide receivers get the better of him. He has to look better. I want to see him play a lot tonight. And Kyle Trask, Skylar Thompson against Kyle Trask is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to watch Trask tonight. I'm also interested to see how this offensive line can do against a pretty good Tampa Bay defense. And I understand that, you know, the first-string defense might not even play that much, but still, I want to see how this offensive line does. The second-string offensive line, by the way, the joint practice, was dominated by the second-string Tampa Bay defensive line. Now, go down in the comments section and predict the score for the Dolphins' first preseason game. I'm curious to hear what you think. If you guess the score correctly, we'll give you a shout-out on a future show.